Australians and New Zealanders met Turkish people under circumstances of war. Mothers lost their sons, and children lost their fathers forever.
Those heroes who shed their blood and lost their lives, you're now lying in the soil of a friendly country, therefore rest in peace. There is no difference between the Johnnies and the Mehmets to us where they lie side by side in this country of ours. You, the mothers who sent their sons from faraway countries, wipe away your tears. Your sons are now lying in our bosom and are in peace. After having lost their lives on this land, they become our sons as well.
From the ashes, a friendship was born that has endured now for almost a century. Gallipoli represents the spiritual feeling that now brings us together. Endorsed by the RSL New South Wales and under the auspices of the Turkish Consulate General in Sydney, Australia, the Gallipoli Trade Gateway has assembled a committee to organise a sporting tournament involving the Tri-Nations Turkiye, Australia and New Zealand.
Starting with a traditional Turkish all wrestling competition in Sydney, Australia in 2008, which is the 40th anniversary of Turkish migration to Australia, the tournament is intended to run for the next 7 years with new sports being added. It will culminate in a final in 2015 in Turkiye, coinciding with the 100-year anniversary of World War I.
The Tri-Nations Tournament Committee consists of
Tarkan Batgün, Zafer Yılmaz, Ahmet Evcimen, Ercüment Aslan, Bora Işık, the Honourable Chris Perrin, Kemal Yarcı, Ufuk Talay, Rıdvan Manav, Mehmet Yağcı, Aytek Genç. We will choose 3 wrestlers each from Australia and New Zealand and fly them to Turkey, to a place called Karamürsel, to teach them the art of oil wrestling. Karamürsel is widely known as the wrestlers' town in Turkey. They will be accompanied by a rugby specialist from Australia and New Zealand to introduce the rugby ball to Turkey. They will play a promotional public relations rugby game in Turkey as part of the lead-up to the Tri-Nations tournament in Sydney. The Tri-Nations tournament idea was actually born in Lowy Foundation Institute Football Diplomacy. We should approach ourselves because it's a Gallipoli, it's a history.
The concept is fantastic, being able to have some sort of relationship with the people of Turkey outside the mainstream. As far as the RSL is concerned, the Turkish people are held in high regard.
The oil wrestling, I think that'll pull a big crowd because everyone wants to watch oil wrestling. I do too, you know.
Celebrating a great relationship. This is too. The concept is absolutely fabulous.
all Turkiye's neighbours already have their own national rugby teams. And this will be a public display of the seeding of Turkiye's first national rugby team.
After the initial training, the wrestlers then will prepare for a first of its kind Gallipoli Tri-Nations tournament scheduled for the end of 2008. There, they will meet their Turkish counterparts in Sydney. Additionally, all wrestling tournaments are financed by what is known as the R. R can be interpreted as the lord of the events. We will auction the rights to become the R to interested parties for Australians, Turkish and New Zealanders on an open internet platform for the first time in its history. The Gallipoli Trade Gateway has spared a budget for the initial and an ongoing planning of the tournament. Part of the organisation of the Tri-Nations tournament will involve contacting companies for the Tri-Nations to raise awareness.
Canberra Council, the town of wrestlers in Turkiye, will be sponsoring the wrestlers and the rugby professionals during their time in Turkiye. The committee will also be lobbying to hold other tournaments between the Tri-Nations, such as football and other sports.
The Gallipoli Tri-Nations tournament will promote cross-cultural cooperation and is intended to build on already strong relationships and trade missions.
We want Australians, New Zealanders and Turkish people from all over the world to see this as a global community event. We will encourage community involvement. The committee is open to your ideas. Come on, let's get involved in the spirit of Gallipoli.
We will bring updates in the coming weeks, including venue selection and games format, to keep you informed of its progress. For more information on the Gallipoli Tri-Nations tournament, please see uau.com.au.
We encourage communities to watch the videos of our potential venues and give us your feedback via email. And you can do that by sending it to trinations@uau.com.au.